fellow gamers. I'm GloryHoundd, and this is the elusive
Dr. GloryHogg. I didn't see you there. Oh my, it's not even, there's like nothing in it.
Hello to all of our friends in chat today. It looks like we have Battlecry in chat, Petter in chat, Omar in chat, Shannon in chat. How are all of you doing? Did I miss somebody? Oh, Nosferatu. Hello. How are all of you doing?
Hello, hello. Thanks everyone for jumping on. I know we just did the one. Now we're doing the other one. I'm pumped because I got a meeting after this.
It's a busy, busy day today. And then we're going to be streaming
War Chest.
The
Siege
later tonight.
expansion.
Yeah, the Siege expansion later
Which adds like castles and catapults and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited to try out the Siege portion. I believe we put the castles on our things last time, and that was interesting. It added like a little twist, so I'm interested to see what the other pieces are going to do.
It slowed you down, which is the biggest thing. I felt like it took you like an extra turn to get to like that objective, and I was like, I like this.
I like this. I like this. Anything that gets me more time to carry out my stuff.
Well, yeah, because you tend to be a jerk.
Oh.
You kill all of my armies in War Chest. War Chest is like one of those games that I shouldn't like, but just by the components and my need to solve it, once I beat you, though, I'll be like, I'm done. I never
You're like, done, never again. Never play again.
One time.
So speaking of war-style games here, actually, you know, this is the hype train, everyone. First off,
Yes.
This is the hype train.
Welcome. Thank you for coming to our game table.
We've never looked at this before. The part of hype train is our first reaction to the game, so you get our live responses on everything. Petter's asking, how badly will Doctor lose tonight?
Probably badly.
People are talking about second nap, which I could also go ahead and use right now. But
why don't we do naps? I would move to Mexico if I could take like siestas in the middle of the day. It's the smart way of doing it. It's hot here.
It is. In Arizona, you should have nap time. Absolutely.
Just sleep for like an hour. I like this guy here. He's got like, not only is he probably really cold most of the time because he doesn't have like covering of the nips, but also he's got kitty cat scratches. Like someone gave him the old.
Yeah, that's what happens whenever my cat tries to jump off of me.
Oh, God.
When I'm like cuddling the cat and then they jump off of me because like something scares them. That's exactly how I look, except
and I make that face too. I'm like, ah, why'd you jump off of me? You could have just gently jumped to the ground.
You could have not been a jerk.
You're a graceful creature. You can put your claws back in your paws. She does not, though.
Hello, Ricky Royal. How are you doing? So this game is on Kickstarter right now. So if you are interested in the game, make sure to check out the description. We do have links below that will take you directly to the game. This is by Chip Theory Games, and
it's hot here. Let's move to Mexico. I need like a pronunciation guide. This is.
I was just gonna say that.
Hoplomachus.
It's
nope, that's
Roman,
not it.
so
yep.
So if somebody wants to go ahead, because
we've
never seen
phonetically for us.
Yeah, if we've never seen it before, we don't know what they're gonna say. This is Hoplomachus.
No, because you're adding like a Spanish to it.
Hoplomachus. So this is Victorium, the game.
Victorium! Victorium! Flawless Victorium.
All right, Doctor.
Let's see. I'm on that mortal. Ooh, it's a Chip Theory game?
Yeah, well, I just said that. I literally just said that.
A wise man
I'm trying to have a vision.
of Mount Vesuvius. A terrible destruction brought forth by...
That would have been nice. That would have been
he didn't
some...
tell anybody. He was like, oh man, Vesuvius is going to blow up. And then he was just like, sucks to be them.
Oh, well.
I'm going to go on a vacation. Where do they make olives again? I'm going to go check that area out.
Hoplomachus. Hoplomachus.
I hope you're not mocking us.
Hello, hello. New sub here, seeing your first-year-old Chronicles of Crime with the stream with the Glory Mom.
Oh,
hello,
nice.
Nishant. How are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm pretty sure I replied to your comments. So, you know that if you knew Vesuvius was going to blow up, you're like, oh, that mountain's going to blow up. You would just tell the people you care about. You'd be like, hey, Rick, hope you have a good day at work tomorrow.
This is why everybody should join Discord, because apparently if there's the end of the world that's coming,
I would
like,
say it on Discord.
Doctor would only tell people on Discord
Oh, I'm not
what's
doing it
gonna
on
happen.
Facebook. I don't want everyone
Not Facebook.
I don't want all my Facebook friends to know about it.
Yeah, no, Discord only on that.
people
Important
only.
stuff on Discord, or Discord
Maybe
Disco
Patreon
Party.
too, just because I don't want to be a jerk.
Patreon for sure. You do Patreon first?
I might make a YouTube post
You
about it.
give them like a head
So
start?
it would just be like our less than 2,000 subscribers would be the only ones safe from the killer volcano.
BTW.
And then it'd be like, well, I guess you guys don't come to
Super
our house to
volcanoes.
play. Actually, if a volcano did happen, right, and it destroyed a big part of the U.S., I would be like, okay, I guess we're all moving to the other part. well, there's 2,000 of us left. Where do we all want to move? And we would just start a whole new community.
Then that's our board game community after that, right? Vesuvius, the episode of Doctor Who where he just said, nope, I'm out. Yeah, exactly.
Not only did he say, like, nope, I'm out, he also said, I'm going to regenerate into one of these characters, because that was, what's-his-face was in that one.
Okay, so Battlecry says, Hoplomachus was a type of gladiator in ancient Rome armed to resemble the Greek hoplite.
That makes sense. I know about hoplites because of Magic the Gathering, so I'm halfway there.
Lots of knowledge from board games, you know?
By Pluto, god of the underworld.
Okay, hold on. When did Pluto get in this? I didn't know that Pluto went ahead and made the volcano go.
No, he didn't make it happen.
A terrible destruction brought forth by Pluto, god of the underworld.
I just told you.
Fair.
I just told you. He's like, we're running low on numbers. We're going to have that Vesuvius thing happen, okay?
Spare the lives of the people
Fair.
of Pompeii.
It's a recruiting strategy.
Isn't that the Army's recruiting strategy?
Oh, come on. They're dying
I'm sorry,
to get in.
everyone. I'm sorry,
They are
everyone.
dying to get in.
Yes, the compound with the big walls to protect us against zombies in the outside world while we play board games.
And
no
non-gamers.
interruptions. Yeah, no interruptions, everyone.
Yeah, I would put up walls that just says if you can't pass like a simple roll and write test, you can't get in or something. You're done.
Hoplites
Out.
got their names from their shields. Everybody's so knowledgeable. Wow.
Yeah, I think
you all
Nosferatu
are
said that
amazing.
his wife studied this type of culture, like for college.
Oh, okay, okay. Pluto is a real jerk, like all the time or only sometimes?
You know why Pluto's mad though? Is because he knew we were going to take a planet away from him. We're like, we're taking it back. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to blow up this mountain now. And years later, when you guys ask why, I'll be like, what about my planet, bro? What about my planet? It's a chunk of ice. You're a chunk of ice. I hope you like lava. Sorry.
World. To spare the lives of the people of Pompeii, this man pleaded for mercy from Proserpina, goddess of the underworld.
Persephone?
Granted,
Persephone.
Proserpina's mercy was not without consequence.
No. Oh.
I'll do it
Promised
if.
to wreak destruction
Wait, what?
She's like, I'll do it if there's
There's
like
always an if.
a consequence to it.
Okay, so in relationships, there's always an if. So like, no? They're making
I guess.
it's like it's an agreement. You always have an if, especially when you're working with the gods. Like me. I mean, you got to be careful of that if clause whenever, no?
Play the video.
Pluto promised to wreak destruction 10,000-fold upon the earth as repayment for the souls he lost. Unless they could prove they were worth saving through the
Oh.
beasts of
I love that helmet. I think I'm just going to get Victorium, says Fatal Papercut. That's why Pluto got kicked from the planet status. You're off the planet. Nobody likes you.
I was thinking about bears in relation to like Greece and like, oh my God, are they over there? They're like bears? They're kind of everywhere though.
I was going to say, bears are kind of everywhere, right?
Some kind of bears
You
are.
know?
All right, I'll allow it.
of strength. Great peoples from around the world rose to meet
The art in this
Pluto's
game's
challenge,
amazing.
proving themselves in the arena. Will any of our heroes succeed? Or
She looks
will Pluto
angry.
claim dominion on the earth as well as below?
Okay, this is super good, like, intro thingy here. Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah, we definitely sold Fatal Papercut on this video.
That was
alone.
it? There's the video? The video's like, done! Backed!
So they never said that they actually fought in the arena. Like you go into the arena and then you just play like Super Fantasy Brawl or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you play like a simple
You
dice
play
game.
that one little game where you move the stones around and stuff?
You play left,
that's
center,
it.
right?
No, you
To
don't
see
play
if you're
that one.
worthy?
That one's ridiculous, okay? That's the ridiculous one.
Okay,
This is
okay.
funded, so that's always awesome to see. So you know, if you
Yeah.
want to back this game, it's going to be funded.
Plus
You're going
it's
to get
Chip
the thing.
Theory. I will say that Chip Theory has a level of production quality that's just
Yeah,
almost
for real,
unmatched.
right? So good.
It's going to be a heavy box is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then the art is so pretty already. Ooh, okay, they're bringing.
There's the
oh,
chips.
Ooh, I'm so excited.
And for
oh my
people
gosh,
who
I'm
want to
freaking
say
out.
the chips don't
Freaking
matter,
out.
I will say that like when I opened up War Chest, the first thing I did, I was like, oh, these are nice. The first thing I did when I got those Roxley Iron Clays, I was like, ah, these are nice. Chips matter.
Fatal says I actually did just back it. I'm loving this already. Okay, I'm so excited. Oh, look at all these maps and everything. Oh, We're gonna have different places to fight in. It's gonna be amazing. It's up my alley.
Pluto's just
Oh my
straight
God,
mad.
I'm
He's
so
like,
excited.
oh, you know how many souls I lost? Neoprene mats. They do neoprene mats a lot.
You know what? Whenever you
So
have
fancy.
those heavy chips and stuff, though, I love the neoprene mats with them and stuff.
Well, it's good because the
like,
neoprene mats plus those heavy chips, you can play Pogs.
why are you like this? How dare you talk about Pogs on this channel? Fatal, you only use what? You only buy used on eBay for twice as much, I thought. Wow.
Petter's really close to Chip Theory Games. Like I think like within like miles or something, or a mile or
Really?
two. Yeah. So I don't know why you don't, Petter. You should go down there and do like
Ooh.
an expose where you like check out their warehouse at least.
So
So they're
Mark-
not making it there in their warehouse.
Mark says chips and plastic cards. Don't forget the cards. I haven't even gotten
Ooh.
down to the cards part yet. Let's see here. Omar says, I really want to back this. I feel bad for them, though. Wait, they left way too many strategist options available. Really messed them up. So, like, too many different strategies? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look. I don't
Where
know.
are my minis?
So, Loki Gladiator new. I'm so down with this. I'm so down. You know, I could forego minis and have chips. I don't mind the chips. I think they're
Because we
nice.
don't have a lot of games with chips in them.
It makes
so it's okay.
everything more compact, and I'm okay with that because I got a lot of board games, you know? Unless you're in some epic long adventure style game.
I could see Bane chips being like a thing that you would get like at the next Batman movie premiere or something. Get some Bane chips.
The chip trays are super sweet.
I mean, they're okay.
Okay, let's get on to this important part here. How to play. They have their getting started. Okay, heroes. What?
Each game
Hold
starts
on.
you with a unique hero. Selecting your hero, which will be your main character who must make it to the end of the game alive. Hey, that's a good goal to have. That's a good goal to have.
So, your heroes, essentially, they level up?
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing, everyone. Oh my goodness.
man, this is gonna cost me money.
Oh my goodness. What's the prices on this? Hold on.
It's $5. 95.
That makes sense. That makes sense for 190 or 95 for that. 125 for the remastered.
Yeah, 125. Okay. Okay, so not like out of the range of
You're paying for
possibilities.
them chips. You're paying for them chips. Let's
Yeah,
see
that's
here.
true.
All right, travel events. I saw the maps. I really like that. So you're going to be able to travel around, do different things. Okay, so but there's events.
Vestuvius, the Amazons. Boom, you're sold.
Built travel system that sends you around the world between 8 regions, one for each of the game's 7 unique factions, and one for Mount Vesuvius, where you'll ultimately be fighting.
So Omar's talking about the strategist pledge. Isn't that the pledge they do
Oh,
where
okay.
you spend like $600 or something and then you get like a free copy of all their games or something?
Oh, really? Okay.
I bet if you scroll down you'll find it, but I feel like they were one of the ones that did that. Like the first ones that did that I really knew of. That were like, oh, here's a one-time pledge, and then you get like our next, here
Yeah,
it
the
is.
strategist.
$650 or more. Yeah, and it's like, okay, so he's saying he opened up a lot of them.
Okay. But you get like
300 backers. Okay, so
Yeah.
they filled it out.
you get like every copy of their game that they end up producing. Is
Yeah,
that
for a
it?
period of time, I believe.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. I mean, you got to figure it out like, okay, well, this one here, if you're going to spend $125 on this one here, that's a sixth of it. How many more games are you going to buy? And if they're all going to be made with heavy chips and stuff like that, that can actually be eaten up pretty dang fast, honestly.
I feel like, yeah, because if most of their campaigns are $100 to $200, I mean, if you
Yeah.
get the next 3 games, you're probably good. Yeah, you get a free base pledge of every game moving forward.
Ooh.
That's pretty crazy.
Comments are like moving so fast. Y'all are excited. I'm excited. Let's see here. Yes, not only that, but from the fight to fight, the damage and things your hero carries stuff over until you can heal them. Ooh, this is a big game. Like this,
Yeah.
when I first saw this, I was like, okay, we got some hexes and stuff. Got some different maps. Things are happening. But actually, as you're going along the map, things are happening. Your character's being damaged and needs to recover throughout there. Like, this is a lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. Doctor.
That is interesting.
Doctor, I'm excited.
I know. I'm afraid.
excited.
You're excited. I'm afraid. This is a big pledge. But I don't feel like we've pledged anything big. But we also did just do like this big call where we're going through all of our campaign games. But I feel like this one's going to be have campaign elements to it, but it's still going to mostly be the individual games are going to matter a lot.
Well, like we're gonna, and I think it's kind of funny because we're going to do war chest tonight. This is almost like a war chest style game where you have your combat happening in this, except like expanded upon. It's not just like, all right, same board all the time. No, this, you get to have your hero.
Yeah.
They get to be upgraded. They get to be on different mats and have different things. Then as they're traveling around, stuff is happening. It's like, if you like that game that we play tonight, like you're probably going to like something like this. It's just like the souped up steroids version of something like that.
That's fair. Well, because like war chess is, I would say it's more like a chess abstract style game, where this is definitely more.
This is theme and like grit and like, things are happening. Like, ooh, so good. I love the combination of that stuff there.
Yeah. So Anthrage says that you have to think long-term fight to fight, not just the fight in front of you, which that does make a difference because a lot of times I'll go all in on a fight and be down to like 2 or 3 health.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because it resets after that. As long as you live, you win, right? But if you have to track that, you're going to want to probably play a little bit more carefully where you don't want to get beat up and go into the next scenario with like 2 health.
Hello, Makush. So let's see here. Petter says, does this have solo play? I forget.
I don't know.
That would be amazing.
Look at the campaign, Petter.
This is our first look. These are our reactions, everybody.
We don't know the answers to this.
Does this game have real-time healing? My fighter is out until 2022.
That would be bad. The original game had some solo,
goodness.
so probably. Oh yeah, there we go. It's 100% pure solo.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of solo players out there, and this is just another little, like, I'm glad that people are adding solo games to, well, solo stuff to other games, because sometimes you don't always have the ability to play with a bunch of people and everything. So that's always super nice, right? All right, let's see here. All about winning Scions and winning. In the final act of the game, the hero will travel to a special arena on Mount Vesuvius where they battle Scion and their minions. Each Scion has their own special rules of engagement, specially tailored AI with powerful abilities. So you're not even going to be going back and fighting the same thing all the time, is what it sounds like.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
The Hydra tattoo. Well, that dude looks pretty chill.
Tao-Tai, he looks, I want to pet him though.
His name is.
This is what I'm talking about right here.
He goes by Tootie.
Oh.
Big, strong, and ravenous.
We were just having a conversation about people having the ability to create characters that are adorable, but also like you would want to stay away from. And this like perfectly sums up exactly what I was talking about. I'm like, oh, that's a cute little murder kitty. Look at you and your giant fangs. And I want to pet his little furry head, but I also don't want to get near him.
But she's like, I want to pet hyena. And I'm like, you need to calm down. Like, bats are kind of like that. But to be fair, most bats are pretty cute, except for the... Okay, so bats are like... Okay. They have a weird realm where bats are like either really cute, they look like a little like flying a fox, or they look like a little sky pupper, or they look gross. Some of them are gross.
Wow.
Let's be real.
Doctor.
Some of those bats get a little gross. Their face with the nose and the...
It's not any different than having a pug.
No, I don't want a pug either. I don't want a pug either.
All right, so I'm seeing in chat it says it's solo. And this is 100% solo game, is what they're saying. Is that the case? Let's see here. But it'll be the best cuddles you've ever had.
Hamazats,
okay?
the infamous death bat.
The best cuddles you've ever had.
Who's this guy? Ooh.
Here's the cute little goth mouse. He's so cute. He's so
mouse.
cute.
I like Sky Pupper personally. Oh, look, a note log. Ancient and monstrous stalks the earth looking for victims to devour.
Right.
That's a nope log right there.
It is.
You see that log and you go, nope?
Nope, not today.
And the scariest one out there is Calliope.
You don't want to mess with this person.
It's not for the faint of heart. Her beautiful music has the ability to entrance all but the most strong-willed of warriors, rendering them helpless in ensuing battle. I would surrender to her.
This is like whenever you're in a club and like that song comes on, and even though you're not going to go out on the dance floor, you got to like do a little bit of this and stuff, you know? That's how that works.
I was thinking it was more like...
Except it like leads you to your doom.
Like some of those sketches where they're like, if you're a gangster, put your hands up. And you're like, yeah. And like, if you're a real gangster and you actually are in a gang, put your hands up. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's not me.
What?
You've never seen that before?
No, how does that apply to
Because She like lures you with music. I don't know.
She lures you with music?
She lures you
No,
with music.
That doesn't
She's
that
got
doesn't
a thing
go,
where
no.
whenever she plays music, you just can't stop dancing. She's like Justin Timberlake, okay? The Justin Timberlake of ancient peoples.
They just lost me on Tao Tai. You know, that famous Chinese lizard, the one with the 4 monsters of the world that represents the sins of man?
No, I don't actually.
I
Thank
do
you.
not. But now I'm going to have to go look that up because I need to know, what are the 4 sins of man? Now I'm curious.
That's pronounced cantaloupe.
Which one?
Calliope.
Calliope. Calliope. Yeah, Calliope.
I don't even know what I said. Caillou.
You're bad at pronouncing
Caillou.
things, though, just overall. So, heroes, we have the Sea Strider.
He looks pretty chill. The Parthian.
Today is my pronunciation chat. I appreciate all of you out there doing the phonetics for me because I'd rather say them the right way than the wrong way, but I'm really, really bad. Like, I do try. I do.
I'm okay saying it the wrong way until somebody tells me that I'm doing it the wrong way. Then I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, it's Xena. The aggro of the Amazons.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some pretty cool heroes in here. Oh, it's Cat Scratch Fever, guys, next. Cat Scratch Fever. You know, he's itchy.
Oh, they have a lot of really great heroes in here.
From the DC universe.
No. I'm just saying, like, you kind of get a bunch of different, bunch of different vibe from a bunch of different people and stuff like that. And I really, really like that.
Logan says the 4 sins of man: gluttony, greed, wrath, and talking in the cinema. So here's the thing: talking in the cinema, bad. But people will actually tune in to watch us talk over this Kickstarter. So that's good. Are we being sinful?
It matters what sort of movie you're at, because if you're at a movie that is a scary movie, sometimes talking in the cinema is good.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps.
Yeah.
Not feel as
not
afraid.
feel
I like
like
when
you
people
can't
behind me
walk
are
outside.
like, just kill that doll. Kill the doll. I'm like, whew, I'm not in here by myself.
Right?
That makes me feel better about myself. The worst is when you're in a scary movie that there's like a kid up front and they just start crying and you're like, why did you bring your kid to this?
Okay, so here's the breakdown as far as that. It's
Okay.
$95 for Victorium in all its solo glory. If you want the remastered portion of it, is a perfect mix of solo and co-op and PvP faction-based play wrapped into one gorgeously updated game. So I feel like the $125 one
we'd
is
have to do
for
that
me
one.
because I would love to play it all those ways. Because there's nothing better than doing and teaching the game in like a co-op mode and then being able to move to a PvP mode and teach the game. And then you don't have to teach the game there. Like in the co-op, you get all of that teaching out of the way and people are comfortable with talking to you about things, and then they can switch over to the PvP mode and it's much more fluid and everything. And you don't have people like sitting back going, oh, I want to ask a question on this, but I don't know what it does, that sort of stuff, you know? So I feel like that's a perfect teaching
Right. I think with these
engine.
types of games, too, we tend to lean a little bit more towards co-op. Unless
Yeah.
we're just doing like a one-off battle. Because if we did this long-term with like us battling, it would just get bloody.
So let's see here. Mystery Science Theater is good, though. They're talking cinema is allowed. See?
Sometimes
talking during cinema is good.
I think the reason why Mystery Science Theater gets away with it, though, is because they're old, bad movies for the most part, right? Like, if they were doing that during Avengers, you'd be like, shut up!
Like,
I want to know what Hulk's doing!
I will murder you right now. Talking in the theater earns you time in the arena with the fuzzy, scary monsters that you also want to pet.
What happens in space stays in space.
Crying for my wallet, or maybe because the onions I just chopped. Maybe both. Probably both. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, because we're looking at
it looks
125
good,
at
though.
least.
It looks so good.
I think that's the only way we could get into is at
It
125.
looks, but
Because if you played this solo and I came home and you were playing this, I would be so sad. I'd be like, oh,
just
okay.
the tear rolls down the cheek.
I guess I'll go re-download Assassin's Creed Odyssey or something. And just run away, crying.
And then the 225 gives you both of them on there. So that's the combination of the two.
Do a little mix
Oh,
and match.
premium health chips. Look at
For
those
just
chips. They're so
$25
pretty.
more. Now, if you got
They're
those
so
premium health chips, would you
pretty.
keep them like out of the box and use them for other games that have health like that?
I would basically be like, hey, listen, I'd take one of those health chips and I'd throw it at people.
And then I'd pick it up and go, do-do-do-do-do,
Yeah.
like that.
Yes.
Premium chip bag. You just put all your ruffles in there,
Some,
Lay's,
oh,
whatever.
no, you
chips
don't want to
want.
do that. It's like, it's got stuff on it. All right, everybody close your eyes. We're going up. Boom. All right, doctor.
So it's only got 9 days left in this. We should, like,
That's
wow.
fast.
But they do shorter campaigns.
Holy cheese balls.
We've ran across that with Chip Theory games before, where their campaign came, like, right in between two of our normal shows, and then, like, we almost couldn't talk about it because it was just too quick.
See, this person right here, he's debating between stabbing the kitty or just petting them.
Yeah, no,
His hand's really close to petting.
He's going to probably try to pet it first.
He's going to pet it while chopping at the same time.
Here's the
fur
deal.
looks soft.
If it's going to kill you anyways, you might as well
You
try
may
petting
as well
it.
get some pets in. You know, you'd be like, if you live, then you're like, haha, guess what I did? You're like, I also pet that beast.
So Nas says that they would prefer it if this was more like $80 because there's not really like miniatures in it.
Okay, all right.
Fair.
That is fair. The chips
add a lot.
They do.
There's still a
'Cause
decent amount of plastic and weight.
they're not like the
Cheap plastic
Right.
poker tokens you get for like $1.
like they're heavier chips in the game
They
from
make
what
you
from
make
what I'm
fists.
used to from them. Yeah, they're like this in the game. Okay.
Oh, you can use the original health chips from the other games. Yeah, that's true. If you, I guess
Oh,
if you
okay,
got
that's really cool.
those health chips, you could use them probably for multiple games they have.
Chip Theory runs everything super fast. You have to make your decisions right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
I think that's what
okay?
happened with Burn Cycle. Is it
Yes.
happened to be like right in between two of them, and it
Yeah.
was over before we
And
could
we
even
missed
talk
it.
about it.
I
It
know,
was like,
right?
okay. Oh yeah, see that's how that guy.
See?
That's how
was
he got
trying
those
to
wounds
pet him
on
and
his
he's like,
chest.
no.
That makes sense.
And he got a scratch. That's what happens.
High five for your face.
Yeah.
You know, like that. One of those situations. That's fair. That's fair. This looks really intriguing. I just need $125.
If you could give me $125, I would enjoy that. So then I can then purchase. This
If I
game.
could give you
Yeah.
How about you pay me
Mm.
$125 and then I will let you back the game.
Well, as long as I'm backing the game, I think.
I feel like we need a bigger couch, so maybe we could like ruffle through it and try to find some change.
Oh, these are so. The chips are Jeff's kiss. Mwah.
It's true.
Hello, Ellen.
I was like,
The
I'm
chips
back.
aren't cheap. The cheap, great value Walmart chips. They're like these thick cut Ruffles chips, like those chips
They're heavy
that
chips.
you enjoy, like at a party alone on your own, where you just take the bag and somebody comes by and goes, "Oh, can I have some of that?" And you're like, "No, those are my chips."
So, I think we were talking about this. Hey, what's going on, Christian? We were talking about this with Nosferatu before in Discord.
Right.
Since Nosferatu's like wife studied all of this, like in college, everything, and they were kind of knowledgeable about it, that they've never really backed to these types of games because of the the inaccuracy of history
Okay.
in these things, right? So
Okay.
that makes sense because they're going more for thematic and stuff. So
Right.
since
Absolutely.
they changed somebody, you know, they changed the giant lizard into a kitty in the game. He's like, I'm out.
I understand.
I feel like $95 is not a bad price, but I do really want to be able to play it
The co-op and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise, for us, I mean, it won't. I don't think it'll get played. We don't play our solo games very often. We only have a few.
Here's the thing with us and playing solo games. Like Doctor was saying, we just get jealous.
It's very rare. Like, I
So-
remember when I came into the house and you were playing Wingspan, and I was just like, oh, okay, how much longer do you have on that? You're like, oh, I'm only like a round into it. And I was like, oh, cool, I guess I'll go play on the PlayStation. I was like sad about it.
I know, right?
It's like one of those things. I could only see that happening if you were like maybe if you were off doing something for a while, like you're like hanging out with your mom or something, I'd be like, I guess I'll bust this out now and play it.
The chips are like a Pringle. They have like that beautiful canister that
You
they're
just can't
in.
stop.
Like you just do one at a time. You nibble them. You gotta nibble. You have to nibble the Pringle. You can't just like put it all in your
When
mouth.
you're
and
running
chew
around
it.
your house looking for improvised weapons, these chips will work. It's
yes.
It's like having a stack of stones.
Yeah.
You could chuck
No.
them at people.
Listen, if somebody enters your house, you can basically take these chips, throw them into that chip bag that it comes with, and smack somebody with it. And you'll totally be defensible.
I
at
used
that
to have a
point.
bat next to my bed. Now I
Yeah.
just have Roxy's iron clays there.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
I'd rather just.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get close. I'm just
You
going
can
to
do
start
single
hucking chips
pelting,
at them.
and you can throw them like frisbees and stuff for accuracy. I mean, they really up your shuriken throwing accuracy with those chips and stuff. Like, totally, absolutely.
Don't pretend like you don't want to be Gambit chucking these things at people. You do. Everybody wants to be Gambit. Chips, cards. He throws everything. He can basically make everything into a tiny bomb.
You can play the solo version as a group,
Ugh.
like Cat Crimes. Yeah,
There
so
is a game that we are going to try to do solo. We are going to get in Final Girl. And
Yes.
our goal is to try to figure out a way where we can both play, because it is a solo game, where we're going to both play and see like how far each person gets.
Yeah.
So she like might play it one day and I might play it the next day, or one of us might record, something along those lines.
When we
Just
do
to see like how far each of us goes and which different paths we take.
when we do
for
play
that.
solo games, that's how we end up doing it, because we've done like marquee and stuff like that,
Yeah,
where
we
one
have
of
done
us will
marquee
play
like
it,
that.
and then it's like, all right, now you play it, and I want to see how far you get versus me, and it almost becomes like a timed run sort of thing, you know, to see
Well,
how
like,
far
right,
the other
we've
person
done that
gets.
with,
Yeah.
what is that game called? We play it online. Slay the Spire.
Yeah, Slay
We've
the
done that with
Spire.
Slay the Spire,
Mhm.
just to see who could kind of like get farther, what different choices they make as they go along. And that can be kind of fun.
Oh, absolutely. Here's what you do. So you get a friend who wants the solo campaign, you get the cooperative campaign, and then with your powers combined, you can become BFFs.
My new channel, Hog Wild Playthroughs. Gosh, I feel like you would just see me dying a lot, because I tend to go in, as they say, guns blazing, and just
It's not
get
good.
killed.
This is, you know, in most games I sit in
But
the
they
back
don't take long, to be fair.
and I shoot things for the doctor in the back, and he's like in there wrecking things, then I come revive.
Yeah, let's talk about Borderlands. So we're playing Borderlands 3 right now, and she's got a sniper rifle, and I gave her my sniper rifle because I'm like, I'm just going to use shotguns, pistols, and assault rifles. That's it. I'm just like, pop, 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 and then I run in and I'm like, boom, and blow people away. And she's back there like trying to snipe people and get good position. She's like, okay, I'm ready, and I'm already like running up, like shooting people.
So
It's just different play styles.
Atheridge says Victorium is solo, but also there are multiple things to control, like your hero, minions with you in the fight. So it's probably
Okay.
pretty easy to combine heads for tactics. That makes sense.
And you can
yeah.
always, I mean, realistically, any game you play co-op, you can play solo and kind of vice versa.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, just because it's only, you can find a way to do it if you're willing to kind of share in that.
Well,
So.
I'm going to have to really dig into this campaign. I'm super, super interested in it right now because
Yeah, I could see talking about it more potentially. Once we've
I
actually gotten
really,
to see
yeah,
some of the playthroughs
where we
and
get to
stuff.
see the playthroughs, dig in. Like, this seems like it would be up our alley for like a Kickstarter thing because I'm really interested in the different maps and what all they entail. I'm really interested in what's happening during moving into those different lands and everything. Like, I want to know more about this game. So Chip Theory Games has done an excellent job with giving me like a taste, my first taste of this game, and getting me really excited about it. Just like fantastic work, Chip Theory Games. So let's see here, Muckish. What should I do here? I don't know. Never mind. What?
Well, Christian's also saying it's the worst when someone talks
So-
out loud to you and then you show some interest and then you
You're
were
like
cast
there.
off. I think, like, we do a pretty good job. I have the tendency to get excited playing a game. So, like, we
Yeah.
might be playing, like, say, like, Pandemic, Legacy or something, and we'll be going along, and then they'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, and then you go there, and then I'll take my turn over here, and then she just kind of always looks at me and just goes, what am I going to do? And I'm like, oh, never mind. What
And
would
then
you
it's
like to do?
Oh, sorry. What would you like to?
What would you like to do?
I
My
understand
bad.
that you get excited.
I do. I get pumped up,
Yeah.
and it's not. I don't want to be the leader necessarily, but I'm just excited where I'm like, oh, I got a plan. And for me, and I think it has partially to do with my time spent in the military and stuff. It's always like move and shoot, move and shoot, move and shoot, move and shoot, move
Yeah.
and shoot. There's no let's sit back and think about what we want to do. I'm like, there's a thing. Let's go do that thing. We'll get that thing. If it doesn't work out, that's fine. We're rolling the dice, and I'm just ready to go. And I like my games to be fast, right? I like there to be action in them. The thing I have the hardest problem with is when I play a game that gets like stalematey. Eventually, I'm just like, I'm all in. I was notorious for that when playing. Oh my gosh, you scared me.
I know, sorry.
I was notorious for that when playing like poker and stuff as a kid. I'd be playing with my stepbrothers or like with friends or at science camp or whatever, right? And you're sitting there and you've got your pile of pretzels or whatever you're using for chips, and then at a certain point in time, I'm just like, this is like 3 of a kind. I'm all in. And just
all
slide
in.
it all in. I want the prize. I want the prize.
All right. So I really want to know more about this game. So I'm going to just say it right now. It's probably going to be featured on our Kickstarter
Yeah, I don't
show
know why
because
it wouldn't.
I
Yeah.
just want to now dig into it even more. I'm really excited about learning more about it. It's right up my alley as far as games go.
Jeff's kiss or Jeff's tear?
Jeff's
tear for the
kiss.
wallet, kiss for my heart.
Ooh,
Right?
it's here for the wallet.
Because my heart's like, mwah, you will play this game. You will love it. It'll be the best game ever. And then my wallet and my brain are like, bro.
We're going to have to
you
figure out
literally just got rid of like 6 games.
how many burritos.
I think I just packed up like
gosh.
4 campaign games with
gosh.
like,
Oh,
I'm not
it's
going to play
good.
these.
It's not good. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for joining us here. We really appreciate you hanging out with us and commenting live in real time with this game here.
We've got another show tonight,
We do.
War Chest Siege, so you can see a tactical game that's like chess-like and everything. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun. War Chest is fun, even though I suck really bad at it. And then we have Thursday, we're going to play a game of some sort, and we have our Friday Kickstarter show. I know the game we're playing on Thursday. Should I say it?
Okay.
Is it Aquatica?
Yeah.
Aquatica with expansion.
I think so. Was
Icy
it,
Depths.
or did we pick something else? I don't know.
No,
Here's
it
what
was
happened this week,
Aquatica.
everyone. So we
had
had
a different
another
game.
game that we were going to play this week, and it got set back, and we're like, ah, crap. Because
we-
we take our time to learn the games early.
Right, we learned how to play Path of Light and Shadow, and we both enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then the Kickstarter got pushed back. So they're
Yeah.
like, end of the month. And it's like, ah.
Because we'll end up playing it early so we can get all of the sort of stuff out of the way, questions and
Yeah.
everything, talk to the companies if we have any issues that
We
we need
wanna
resolved,
have-
and then play it again, usually right before the show is what we try to do too.
Just like when you go to somebody's house, right? You
Yeah.
kind of want to have played the game once or twice to have an idea of how it works
Yeah.
before you just show up and you're like, all right, I'm going to show everybody else how to play this, right? And even though we have a casual should you play and it's more about
Yeah.
the experience than it is about the specific mechanics, we still want to not have to, we don't want to have to flip through the rule book on camera and be like, I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm doing, because that's the worst.
Plus, when we're talking, we always want to make sure that you have our attention and we're not worried about the mechanics of the game. So that's the real secret right there.
Here's the deal, Nosferatu. You bring the link to that Kickstarter, and maybe we'll take a quick look at that paint. Because I do want to paint. I just don't have money or time, and I think one of those two things is needed to be a painter.
I think so.
Oh, and patience.
So if you're interested in this game, make sure to check out the link in the description below and join us later this evening. Other than that, we will see all of you later. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Bye.